Well, hello everybody. I hope people are getting notifications on this. I didn't send out any invitations or uh, notify anybody that I was going live, so I may not have anybody show up. I don't know. Is there anybody out there? Oh, there's Connie. Hi there, Connie. How are you? Top of the day to you too. Such a nasty day outside. The sun did come out for a little while, but I didn't get out and make another video today for to publish tomorrow. So I decided I'd just go live and hope maybe some people showed up. I got my humidifier back here going. It changes colors. It lights up blue, gold, and I think red. And the mist that comes out the top, you can see uh, changes colors as well. I think it's pretty awesome. Well, hi there. You Abadabi and Alex, the A team from the UK. Yeah, it's been rainy yesterday all day, and then today it's been really wet and nasty. So I really couldn't get out and take any more of my Christmas decorations down because it's wet. And I don't want to take it down wet and pack it away. So I'm just gonna leave it up till a dry day because I still got some stuff I need to clean out of the shed before I can pack everything away. At least I got the main stuff. I got the reindeers and the sleigh, the unicorn, and that stuff all put away. The trees and the lights are easy, but I do need to make room in the shed to put them before I try to pull them down. I'm okay. It's cold and foggy here. I'm making yummy desserts. Made homemade strawberry ice cream and more fudge. Oh, strawberry ice cream. That sounds so good, especially if it's homemade. I know that is yummy. I ate some of my potato soup I made yesterday. And there's Gladys. Hi, Gladys. How are you doing? I'm great. I got my humidifier going back here to see if it'll help my allergies. I was telling everybody it lights up different colors. Look at that. This is blue. I got it on the blue setting, but it'll light up gold and I think red. I'm not sure, but you can see the mist coming out the top. It's supposed to settle down the air, I guess, to help you with your allergies. And you can put incense in it too if you want, but I'm so allergic to that. All I put in it was plain water. I don't need nothing burning that's going to aggravate my allergies even more than they already do. But I figure at night that is really going to show up pretty. It'll look almost like a blue flame burning instead of mist coming out the top the way the light shines on it. And that's the one that the anonymous gifter sent me. We're in the Midlands of England and the wind and rain is awful. I kept my bedroom window open for my cats and the curtains are blowing up crazy. I think we've got some tail end of the hurricane. Oh my goodness. Prayers be with you then. Stay safe. It's been a really calm day here today, but it's gloomy. Everything's wet outside. And like I said, I just decided I'd wait till another day to take down the Christmas lights and everything because it's all wet. And I don't want to take down wet lights and pack them away wet. I'll wait till a day that they dry off and then I'll take them down and put them away. Yeah, we probably haven't seen our bad weather yet. We haven't had really cold days or anything. Some of the nights it's been getting down to freezing, but it's going to be up in the 40s every night this week. And it'll be in like 50s during the day. So that's not too bad of weather right there. It's going to be a little rainy off and on, but nothing major. This is like a peach color. I've had this sweater for so many years, but I love to wear it. And anything that I love to wear, I keep forever. I keep till it wears out. I've got a lot of sweaters. I've got a green sweater. I've got this one. I've got red sweaters. I've got multicolored sweaters. I've got pink ones. This is kind of a peach color. But yeah, my sweaters and stuff I've had for so many years, it's unreal. I just take care of my clothes, you know. If I like to wear them, I don't get rid of them because you don't know if you're going to buy anything else that you like as well. So, and I've noticed now that the stores have been getting in sweaters like this, like the ones I love to wear. They've been getting them in the stores now that you can buy. So that shows you that fashion just kind of revolves. You know, it might be here today, 10 years, it'll be gone for a few years, and then it'll come right back into style. So these sweaters are back in style right now. So people will think that I bought new sweaters, but I haven't. They're old standbys. Thanks, Connie and Linda. Well, you're welcome, the A team. Dangerous as such, but in the night you can hear rubbish bins blowing over. Oh no, that's awful. I know the wind got up bad here about a week ago and it was blowing my chairs over. It blew my trash can over outside. There was empty flower pots that were going blowing across the yard. I had to run and gather up. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm glad that Connie got rested. I ran by the store earlier. I had to restock on my rice and toilet tissue, stuff like that. I buy the big packages of toilet tissue. It lasts me a month or more, sometimes a month and a half. I buy the big 5 pound bags of rice, and I got two of them this time. So I got 10 pounds of rice, and they're in an airtight container so nothing can get into them. But do you know you can buy 5 pounds of rice, white rice or brown rice, parboiled rice for like 368 for 5 pounds? I mean, you can't get it cheaper than that. If you buy the smaller package, you're going to pay more. Because, you know, I've heard so much about what's going on in the world today. There's so many people coming over the border, and there's a lot of not only Mexicans coming in, but there are people from other countries like Honduras and God knows where else. And they said they knew actually there was uh, soldiers or army people, military coming through the border because they've had large groups of men and they know they're military. They're not dressed like military, but you know they are. And then they've got groups of kids coming in, all boys from the age of 5 through 15. And they say that they found that they are with some kind of like cult. They're army trained already at 5 years old. And they spent the night in a motel room once they got through the border. And they were found that they had, I don't know how they accomplished doing it, but they were drinking chicken blood in the motel room. And that's a sign that there's some member of some cult. So, this doesn't sound good for us. I try to stay stocked up on food as much as possible, just like buying the 5 pound bags of rice at a discount. Because, 6 months from now, you don't know what's going to take place. I mean, it could be a cartel sending their soldiers through here to take over the U.S., or it could be some of the foreign military sending their soldiers over here in disguise and planting them in different states all across the United States just to kind of like take over our country. You don't know. I mean, none of it sounds good. And I don't know if it'll do any good to stock up on food, but from what I've heard, hey, you may not be able to buy food in 6 months. You don't know. So we'll see. I mean, I don't want to alarm anybody, but and Susie can tell you that she's not in chat right now. She probably doesn't know we're in chat, or she may not be able to get in chat. Yes, ma'am, Gladys. I ate a bowl of my ham bone soup about 30 minutes ago. I ate a egg salad sandwich earlier, midday. Or not midday, it was mid-morning. And then I got hungry about a half hour ago. I wasn't starving, but I wanted something to eat. So I fixed a bowl of the ham bone potato soup. It's so good. Oh, even after you warm it up, seemed like it's even better than it was the day you made it. Oh, sounds like you had a good day eating, Connie. Our summer months were hot and dry. We had water rationing all summer, still do, but it's been eased up a little bit. So we had no rain. And with the extreme heat and it being dry and not being able to water like I should, my plants suffered. I lost a lot of my plants in my garden. My peppers, my okra, my greens, most of that survived. I've got tomato bushes that survived, but it was too hot on them, too dry. They didn't get to produce tomatoes until the weather cooled off. They're trying their best to produce right now, but we're starting to get freezing temperatures at night, so that's going to kill my plants off. The tomatoes, anyway. I know, Connie, everything in this world has gone crazy. Well, good, Gladys. You saw me make the soup. Eating all my weird combinations. Yeah, I'm hoping and praying that we have a nice summer this year so my garden will thrive and I'll have a decent garden this year. I don't want a summer like last year. And Gladys says I need cornbread. Well, I didn't eat cornbread with my potato soup. I just ate potato soup I didn't even eat crackers with it. The soup was just good by itself, nice and creamy. And with that cheese in it, oh, that was some good soup. You didn't need anything else in it. One lady commented, she said, well, you can add carrots and celery and stuff in that potato soup and it'll make it real good too. I said, yeah, but I don't like to put carrots and celery in my potato soup. I really like it just the potatoes, the cheese, the ham bone, and seasonings of what I put in there. I don't like to put celery and carrots in my potato soup because I put carrots and potatoes in vegetable soup and other things. But when I make my potato soup, I don't want carrots and celery in there. Hey, team, I meant to say 2023 was terrible summer and my mom had spent a bloody fortune on lovely flowers and I think I'm going to have to start from scratch. Yeah. Well, I'll be able to gather a lot of sunflower seeds and marigold seeds from my garden because, I got a bunch of them growing out there. And I love that sunflower stalk that's out in my garden. I mean, it looks like a Christmas tree. It's so full of sunflowers all the way up the stalk. Usually, all the sunflowers I planted in the past grew real tall, and then all the flowers were on the very top. They didn't have them down the whole stalk, but this one does. It's all the way down the stalk. So I'm going to be watching them and I'm going to start covering more of the flowers with the tool. So I'm assured that I'm going to catch the seed. The birds won't eat all the seed. I'll let the birds have some, but I'm not going to let them eat all my seeds to that plant. I want more of those sunflowers growing. Connie says, I'm thinking of making honey cornbread muffins. That sounds good, Connie. Yeah, rest, Connie. We're not going nowhere. I hope y'all noticed I went through StreamYard this time. I don't know if it's any better than it was the last time I went live. I think my live was pretty decent last time, even though I went straight through YouTube. Connie can cook for sure. I bet she can. I know they're beautiful flowers, 18 sunflowers. They're beautiful. If I can save enough of them, I might give some away. Maybe have some kind of contest and give some of them away. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Is it clearer than it is if I just go through straight through YouTube only? Or is it better when I go through StreamYard? Yes, this one. Okay, Gladys. Well, I'll go through a StreamYard then from now on if it's a better picture. Because I want the best picture I can get. Clear through StreamYard. Okay, Connie. It's good to know all this. And there's Ashley. Hello. And Maria. Hello, Maria and Ashley. I don't know. She may not have got a notification that I was live. Let me send her a message right quick. I'll just tell her she's available. We're live. There, I just sent her. Just send her a message. So maybe if she's available, she'll come on. One thing that's making me cough is I'm sitting here at the table and the fireplace is over here to the left of me and it's blowing hot air under the table. And I guess it stirs up dust if there is any at all in the air and the floor. Because I noticed before I turned it on, I was not coughing. Well, it looks like everybody survived the new year. This right here, it's a humidifier and it lights up different colors. It's on blue right now. So it lights up the steam, the mist that comes out of the top of it. It looks almost like a fire burning, doesn't it? A flame, a blue flame. It's supposed to help with your allergies. That's something else that the anonymous gifter sent me. I just did not show it on camera using it yet. This is the first time I put it on camera. Yeah, it's real dry out here in Texas. And you've got one on at night to help with your allergies, but it's not beautiful like mine. I can't be around anybody smoking. I don't let them come in my house smoking because I can't breathe it. I'm allergic to tobacco smoke and any of that stuff. And I can have a fire in my fire pit, but I just try to stay upwind from it because I don't want it blowing where I breathe it. If it's blowing away from me, it's fine. And I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. I got a scare when I drove to my son's New Year's Eve day. I got about halfway over there and my tire maintenance light came on, or the message came up that I needed to maintain my tires or something. So I had my son check through the menu, through the system, and that's what it was. It was telling me it was time for me to rotate my tires. Well, it never done that before. Sorry again, my coughing, but it had never come on before. I mean, the light had come on to tell me that the air pressure in my tires were low, to check the air pressure, but it's never come on telling me that I needed to maintain. and I needed to maintain my tires. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to be able to talk, y'all. Maria says you got the same allergies. Well, I feel for you, girl. If you got the same allergies I've got, oh my God, they're terrible. I take allergy medicine every day. I use it, nasal sprays, prescription. I do everything, but I still fight allergies with the coughing and stuff. So I think that the next time I go back to the doctor, I'm going to tell him to please give me the inhaler again, because he gave me an inhaler a couple of years ago, and I didn't know anything about the inhalers. And the first time I sprayed it or inhaled any of it, my lungs burnt so bad it scared me. And I was afraid to use it after that. And when I went back in and he checked me 6 months later, he said, "Did the inhaler work?" I said, "Well, it scared me." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, the first time I tried to use it, it burnt my lungs so bad I couldn't hardly breathe." He said, "Well, what happened the second time you used it?" And I said, "I don't know. I was afraid to use it the second time." But I found out since then that that's what happens the first time you use it, when your lungs are really raw and irritated from coughing and your allergies. And the next time isn't that bad. And see, I didn't know that. The doctor didn't tell me that. So he didn't give me the prescription to get it again. But I think I'm going to tell him, because I found out from some of my friends that I know, they said that that's the same way it happened with them, that the first time they used it, it burnt. But the second and third time, it eased up a lot. And then after that, it doesn't burn. It might sting a little bit if you go for a long time without using it and your lungs get really irritated. It might burn slightly, but it helps them a lot. They said they use it every time they start to cough. They use the inhaler and it keeps them from going on a coughing tantrum like I do. So I'm going to see if he'll give me an inhaler again, and I'm going to try it. A Team says, funny story. I'm badly allergic to cats, but currently have 4. I fostered them because she had to move to a new town, and the other friend lives with me with 2 and her boyfriend now. Oh my goodness. Gladys, surprise, I'm pregnant. I'm prescribed those nasal spray with steroids in it and have been asthmatic since age 5, and now it's that, so I'm on a very long, strong inhaler. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back and tell him I need to try the inhaler again, because these coughing fits drive me crazy. And it's bad when you try to go anywhere and you try to talk to someone and you just stand there and cough your head off. Well, my son reset the mileage on that maintenance, and the light went off. It didn't come back on. And I took it to Nissan today to have them check. I said, I think I had my tires rotated the last time I had an oil change. And I said, just last month I had my tires rotated just at another place because I didn't plan on getting the tires rotated. And so he reset the mileage on it. So now it's set at 4,000 miles. So the next time I go in and get my oil change, they're going to rotate my tires for me. But it's off now. It didn't come back on. And I've only got 20,000 miles on my car. So it better not be the sensor, or they're going to have to fix it for free. I mean, they told me when I bought the car, you got to get the oil changed every 3,000 miles. Well, that seems like extreme to me. I mean, used to it was 6 or 7,000 miles that you had your oil changed, not 3,000. That means you only have 6,000 on your tires before you got to rotate them. Just wanted Linda to laugh. I hear you, Gladys. I knew it was something like that. Oops, I got a camera behind. Connie says, Gladys, congratulations. We're expecting a baby. Awesome. I bet the wooden Indian excited. No, I am. You mean we're going to have little Indians running around, Gladys? Well, he said that my allergies give me what they called allergy asthma. And I think that's what my dad's mom had because she used an inhaler all the time. She'd be sitting out on the porch and all of a sudden she'd start to cough and she'd grab that inhaler and take a whiff and she was fine. She kept it in her pocket constantly. She never went anywhere without it. But it's going to be February, which it'll be next month. It's not that far off. So I'm going to try not to make another appointment. I'm just going to go in when I got it scheduled and ask him about it. Because I really need something to keep me from coughing so bad and irritating my throat and my lungs from coughing and clear up the soreness from the allergy that goes down my windpipes. Yes, he's the father. We're going to have little wooden Indians running around. Oh my God. I don't know if we can handle that, Gladys. The A team says, oh, bloody hell, Gladys. I did guess that. LOL. I got to let little buddy in. Let me go get your bag of food. Oh, there you go. Little buddy's spoiled. He thinks he thinks every single meal he's supposed to get a can of cat food. He's already ate a whole can of cat food today. So I just put dried food in his bowl. He turned his nose up and walked off. I guarantee you, though, later on this evening, he gets hungry enough, he'll eat it. He's just spoiled. He wants canned cat food every meal. carve some cousins for the baby. I'm on a mission. Oh, I'm the godparent, and Connie is. Now he wants to go back out the back door because he won't get any canned food. Well, I'm gonna let you out. You get hungry enough, you'll eat the dry food. Have you ever in all your life seen a cat? Now, most of the time, he'll either one you put in front of him. But the last few days, all he wants is the canned cat food. He don't want no part of the dry food. But guess what? Later on last night, before I went to bed, he cleaned out the bowl of dry cat food. He got hungry, so he come over here and eat it. And I gave him half a can of cat food this morning, first thing. And then a couple hours later, I gave him the rest of the half a can. So he ate one whole can. But he'll eat 3 cans a day if you let him. I can't afford that. And that's too much. I don't want him fat. It's not going to be good for him to get fat. So I've already decided he's limited to 1 can of cat food a day, and then he can have all the dry food he wants. I just divide it up and give it to him 2 separate times. But yeah, he wanted canned cat food. Choosy. Yeah, he's pretty active, but he has put on some weight. Well, I buy his by the 40. You get 40 cans to the case, and it's like $32, 30 some dollars for basically a month's supply. And he would eat that less than a month if you feed it to him. He'd gobble it every bit up. But I can't afford that. I mean, in the beginning, everybody was sending him food, or they were putting food on PayPal to buy his cat food. Now they're not doing that. I have to pay for his cat food myself. And when you buy like a 22-pound bag of dry food, which is about $18, $20 or so, and then you buy a case of 40 cans at 30 some dollars a case, it's not cheap to have one cat. That's the reason I said I couldn't understand how anybody could feed tons of cats. Like, who was it that had all the cats in their neighborhood, and she fed like 80 or 90 cats right now? But she said her neighbors help. But that's a lot of cats to feed cat food to. I couldn't afford it. I can't hardly afford one cat. And my views and the money I've made on my videos for the month of December are down, and that's expected because it's Christmas. People are out busy taking care of, business for Christmas, and they're not able to sit down and watch the videos as much as before. So, that's understandable, and I used to get at least 40 people in a live. I mean, really fast. I'm lucky if I get 30 now after, who has run his mouth so much. And he did put on a video the other night that was a 9-hour video. And right in the middle of it, he was bashing me and some other people. But I think somebody got on him and told him he needed to cut that part of it out. He got 3,700 views on that 9-hour live. So even though he took it down, a lot of people heard what he said. And that hurts my channel. It hurts my views. And I've done nothing to that man. He just wants me. He wants to shut my channel down is what he's trying to do. And I'm not going to let him do it. I know cat food has gone up, Maria. You help your daughter feed her cats? Well, that's nice. Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, that's at least about $1 a day for canned cat food for your cat, plus the dry food that he gets. So, you can run $60 a month easy to feed just one cat. And that's something I can't afford. Not unless I bring in the money on my videos, to help pay for it, which I have been doing. But like I said, it was down for December, and that's to be expected because there's so much going on for Christmas and New Year's. You expect people to be busy with other stuff. And I'm hoping it's going to be back up this month. Get back up to at least 40 in the beginning of my lives. Oh my gosh. See, I've got 22 people watching right now. Normally I would have about 40 by now. They found a black cat out. He feeds it now. There's many cats out there. I know there's a lot of cats. I opened my door the other day. Goldie was there, the one we said must be little Buddy's girlfriend. There was another orange tabby that had a lot of white on him, more white even than little Buddy has on him. And there was a kind of a grayish tabby cat. I don't know where they came from. I don't think the other two cats had a collar on, but little Buddy came inside. He was at the door, scratching at the door, wanting in when all them cats come out there. So I brought him in and I fed him. I can't afford to feed the other three. They have to go back to their home and get fed. Well, I think they belong to other people, Gladys. That's the reason I said I brought little Buddy in so he could eat. And the other cats would just have to go back to their house to get fed. Well, I don't have a cat box in my house because I can't have one with my allergies. I'm allergic to the litter, and it almost killed me every time a cat would scratch in that litter. Oh, I'd go into fits of sneezing and coughing and gagging. And I finally just put the cat box out when I had my previous cat because I realized I can't have it in the house with my allergies. And little Buddy goes out. He's out more than he is in. I mean, these warmer nights, he'd rather be outside on the swing sleeping than to come in the house. If it's real cold, he'll come in. And if it's real hot, he'll come in. Or if it's raining a lot, he'll come in where it's dry and warm. Yeah, and when the people that started sending me cat food for little Buddy sent him the same kind of food that I buy him now, because that's what he got used to eating that first month he was here. And now he doesn't want to eat anything but that. So, and he does not eat table scraps. He will not eat any kind of cooked meat, fish, anything like that. This cat will not touch it. I mean, my other cat once in a while would eat some fish. If I'd cook fish, I could give him a piece of fish and he'd eat it. He liked it. But not little Buddy. It's cat food or nothing. It wouldn't let me type the rest, but was gonna say my mate I've let move in has a pregnant cat. Oh no. I'm now the crazy Abby cat lady. I love cats, but I can't afford even one. But I've got little buddy here, so I do take care of him. But I can't afford to feed these other cats. And I was bringing stuff in that house the other day from the car, and I come in the kitchen and I had Goldie in the kitchen and I had little buddy in the kitchen. I said, "Oh no, this is not going to work." So I made Goldie go back outside. Because that one does have a collar on, but I don't know the name of the cat. I just named it Goldie because that's what she looked like. She looked like Goldie. Shorts growing channels. Well, hello. Welcome to have you. Watching. Well, good. I'm glad you're watching from the Philippines. Wow, from the Philippines. How's the weather in the Philippines? And there's Annette Berry. Hello, Annette. Yes, you love watching the lives. Well, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you came in to chat. I know. I know. I used to take the cat that I used to have years ago. I took him to the vet just like it was a child. He got his shots. Anytime something happened to him, if it did, I'd take him to the vet, make sure he was taken care of. And that cat was 15, 16 years old when he died. You doctor your own cats with penicillin shots? Well, I bought some of that flea and tick stuff that you put on the back of their neck because I don't think little buddy would leave a cat collar on, for the fleas and ticks. So I put that on the back of his neck like once a month. He don't like it because he don't like the smell of it, I guess. He knows it shouldn't be there. So he gets uptight at me for a little bit after I put it on him, but then he's fine because he's not sure what it is, I guess. Well, enjoy your church, Anita Berry or Annette Berry. I understand. I wasn't even thinking about this being Wednesday night. The A team, you're a new joiner. I properly joined when I get paid, LOL. Like everyone is finding it bad just lately. And Lindy, don't dare take any notice of the horrible peeps in this world. I don't. I brush them off. I said they don't have better sense, I guess. I mean, I don't even have 3,000 subscribers. I'm not a big time YouTuber. I've only been doing this for about 2 years with actual videos. And for someone to think I was a threat to them, it kind of honors me in a way because it's like telling me that my videos are good enough that they've got competition, but their videos, they get so many more views every video on their lives than I ever will. So I can't understand why they would think I'm a threat. I think they just like using other people, other YouTubers in their live chats to bash them, to have content to their videos so people will listen to what's going on. And unfortunately, he chose me this time. But hopefully, sooner or later, he'll get bored and he'll pass on and go on to something else. Yep, that's what I do. shorts growing channel. I just kind of ignore them and go about my business, produce my videos. Why don't more of your subscribers come here? I don't know. I've got at least 2,537 subscribers. I don't know why more of them don't come into the lives. I don't know if they're working, they're busy at the times I go. I don't know what the deal is. You would think with almost 3,000 that more of them would come to my lives. Oh no, I forgot to turn my notifications off. And I got some butt trying to call me right now. Can y'all hear it? I hope not. I forgot to turn my notifications off. I hope y'all didn't hear that phone. Peeps on YouTube and Facebook, I've had awful comments which were unneeded. Me and my maid Alex have been back besties since we were knee high, and we do mostly comical things to make peeps smile. Well, that's good, A-Team. We need some laughter today, I tell you. This world has gone crazy. Turn this one on do not disturb. Maybe it'll affect that one. I have no idea. I'm afraid to mess with the camera right now to turn notifications off, because if I do, I'm going to disconnect everything. I know it's bad. People should just live and let live. But they think they can get views by bashing other people and making a big mess on their channel, because that's what gets people to watch them. Because there's a lot of people out there like to watch drama. I don't, and a lot of my viewers don't like drama, but evidently they do. So I just hope they find something else or someone else to create their drama over and leave me alone. Let her know. Text pause. Let her know you're on. Yeah, I'm not into drama either, Maria. There's too much crap going on in the world. We need lives that will put a smile on your face or enlighten you, not bring you down and put you in a bad mood, because everything's a bummer. I mean, that's what I try to do. I like to see somebody smile with all that is going on in the world. Yeah, we don't need drama with everything else that's going on in the world. 6 months from now, nobody may be able to have a YouTube channel. Exactly, Connie. You're exactly right. And there's Kathy 2010. How are you? Yeah, we need happy times, not sad times and times full of drama. We don't need all that. I mean, I may not be the funniest person in the world. I may not have the most bubbly personality, but I try to have a good channel. I don't want to bring anybody down. I try to show people what I've learned in gardening, a few things I know about cooking and anything else I can throw in there. Oreo cat is 13, 14 this July, and he's a proper grumpy old man. He literally growls when any of the younger cats come in the room, then goes back to sleep. He goes outside to do his business. Well, he figures he's been around long enough. He's king of the pad there. He rules the roost, so to speak. See, the darker it gets in the room, the more that light shows. It'll probably be really pretty when it does get dark in here, and you can at least see the candle. This is this was also what the anonymous subscriber or giver sent me. It doesn't really have a real flame. It's battery operated. It looks like a real flame up there though. And that one doesn't bother my allergies to burn it. Well, I got it sitting on top of this thing. I was telling everybody that from now on, I'm just burning unscented candles or battery operated ones that don't have a smell to them because they drive my allergies crazy. Yeah, I do. I ignore people with negative attitudes because I don't need negativity in my life. I started my YouTube channel on gardening and everything, and it uplifted my spirit so much. It got me out of a depression. I feel a lot better. So I don't want to go near other people's channels with all the drama. I stay away. And I hope they leave me out of their drama because I don't need to be there. I haven't done anything or said anything to those people or about them. So they need to leave me alone. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, I want the new year, 2024, to be a fantastic year. Get rid of all the negativity and start fresh and just have a beautiful channel going on for the rest of the year. Yeah, that's what I said, Gladys. For now, and I'm just going to burn the ones that are battery operated or something like this, that just puts out a fine water mist. Exactly, Linda. They're feeling threatened. They do it to my mate in Sheffield. Katie's cooking, and she's lovely. And yup, let it go and carry on because we love you. Well, thank you so much, Abadobbs and Alex, the A team. I appreciate that because that's exactly what I try to do. I just go on and do my videos the best I can and, take care of my own business. I may not have 800 views on each live when I'm live, but hey, I'll get what I get, right? and hope for more down the road. But people like that can hurt you. I mean, they say enough on a multimedia platform like YouTube, and your subscribers, some of them are bound to hear it or bound to view that video. And the ones that don't know any of us, they don't know what's true and what's not. They just know what he's saying. And it can hurt you. And I know it's got my views down. I'm sitting at 25 people watching right now. Well, it shows 23. I don't know how many thumbs up we're getting. But I figure in time it'll blow over if he'll just stop. I mean, he went live again for 9 hours the other night. I guess he was drinking or something, and finally took it down and then cut out the middle part of the video and then put the video back up. But like I said, it was about 3,700 people that already saw it or heard what he was saying. Well, Alex did a video with my Henry Hoover dance, just silliness. Yeah, that's a video that I'd like to see. Something that'll make you laugh, just something done in fun. That's what I did with my Christmas crack video. I was trying to make that video funny. I mean, I laughed at myself after I finished doing it. I said, I hope people realize it's supposed to be funny and they don't think that I did everything wrong in the video. Yeah, that's what I say too. If people want to believe the lies that he's telling, then they need to be with on that side. They don't need to be over here. Yeah, I was looking at my stats and I've got 2,500 and like 30 subscribers, and I've only got 24 watching. That's not good odds, but hey, what can you do? Just hope it gets better. I guess if I get up and done a silly chicken dance, maybe I'll get more views. You reckon? Or they may say, oh no, she can't do that. Take her off. Well, thank you so much, A team. I appreciate that. I'm up to 26 now. But I hope y'all hit the thumbs up. I need all the thumbs up I can get. Thinking about that happy dance, the rain dance. Well, what's everybody got planned for tomorrow? If it's not too wet tomorrow, I may try to put up the rest of the Christmas decorations. I'm not sure yet. Just have to wait and see what it's going to be like tomorrow. Said I love those lights like that, Linda. And I bought some of those pretending candles off a carpet sale. Yeah, I like them too. I mean, you can see how much better this mist is showing up back here. But it has no smell and it doesn't feel wet. It actually feels cool. I don't know how much humidity it's putting out. I'm going on a hot date with the wooden Indian. Gladys, I think you're on a hot date with the wooden Indian 24/7. And I don't know if I told you, I think maybe Connie knew that at first I got a message from YouTube that they were not going to monetize my New Year's Eve live because there was one section, I guess when the ball was getting ready to drop, that there was a short segment in there with some music. So I had to go in and I cut out that one little segment. It was only like a couple of seconds. And I cut that out, posted the video, and they monetized it after that. I said, man, that is nitpicky, isn't it? Linda, you sent him to me in the mail. I know, Gladys. I started my blog with gardening with Alex, and I didn't think it would go so mad on Facebook, but people said it cheered them up. So we could just carry on. Well, if you got good uh, content and you make it funny, you do funny dances and stuff like you say in there. I know people love watching it because they want to watch uplifting stuff. They don't want to look and listen to drama. You know, like me, I've got enough drama in my own life. I don't need to listen to that garbage on YouTube as well. I want to go somewhere where I can learn something or it'll put a smile on my face. I'll have to check you out, 18. There's so many things I want to get out in the yard to do, and I have no motivation to get it done. I got to put more leaves and stuff in my compost bin out or pile out there. I've got to finish filling up the Miracle Grow compost containers. That one that spins, because I don't have those even half full yet. Because I'm going to need that compost come springtime. Maybe I can get enough soil and compost in my buckets and totes to do some good this summer. I used every bit I had last year and it was not enough. The 18 says, I'll send it to you. Well, thank you. Exactly, 18. I agree with you. Think for yourself. Don't let other people think for you. Don't be such a weak person that you got to make other people make up your decisions for you and tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't do, who you should watch and who you shouldn't watch. Yes, I do, 18. I've got Messenger on Facebook. I kind of wish I'd have planted more garlic and more onions than what I planted out there, but that's all I had to plant at the time. Then I came across this really good deal in Gurney's nursery catalog they send out. I could have got a lot more onion bulbs to plant from them for what I spent than what I got from where I got them. I'd have had triple the amount to plant. Yeah, I remember, Gladys. I remember sending you the picture of that wooden Indian. I couldn't find one that I could afford, a real wooden one to send. So I said if I ever found a smaller one, I might get it and send it to you, but I haven't seen one. Wow, 7.6K on Facebook. So I'm guessing not so many peeps watch your YouTube, to be honest. Well, they may not know about your YouTube channel. Maybe they're on Facebook and they watch it on there. You got 7,600 subscribers on Facebook. You thinking about? Well, thank you, Gladys. That fiery light, it's a humidifier. It lights up the mist coming out of it because the light shines up through the mist. That's mist there. And the light shows it off like almost like a fire flame, almost like a blue flame. But it's actually just mist from water that's inside. And then this is blue, and then the blue around it. This shows up white, looks like in my picture on the video, but it's blue. It's the same color blue as this stripe around the bottom. I mean, it just looks to me like it's a blue flame that you'd see on a gas stove or a gas burner. But it's just mist, it's water mist. It's supposed to put humidity in the air to help settle stuff down to where it helps your allergies. One of my subscribers sent that to me. They also sent the candle. The candle right here that's battery operated. Actually, I've got two of the candles. It came in as a set of two. Well, hello, Shelley Edwards. How are you doing tonight? I hope the new year has started out good for you. We're so glad you could drop in. Yeah, I love to watch the flame on it, or it looks like a flame, like I said, because it is relaxing. I mean, it looks like you're watching a fire burn. And that to me is relaxing to watch the flames on a fire. I don't know if everybody wants to play, Gladys. I'm supposed to go live tomorrow night. Oh, when I was over at my son's for New Year's Eve day, he doesn't buy fireworks. He takes his guns or his rifles out to the back section of his property, and he's got one of those things that releases these round discs in the air, and you release them and then you shoot at them. So that's what he did that day. And we went back there and was watching him. He wanted me to shoot, but I said my neck was already out. I wasn't about to let one of those gun stocks jar my shoulders and make my neck even worse. But it was a lot of fun. My granddaughter, she shot with them, and she was shooting the target most of the time. She hit the target. I can't time watching that blue air. Is it about to put you to sleep, Gladys? Yeah, shot put or whatever they call those things. You remember seeing them on these movies where these rich people get out there and they holler, pull, and it releases one of them and they shoot at it. Well, that's what he's got. But all you had to do is put your foot on it and push it down, and it would release a spring to where it would make the putt fly up in the air, and then you'd have to shoot it. My granddaughter hit it the first two times she shot. I've never tried hitting anything moving like that through the air, so I don't know if I'd hit it or not. And I would have tried, but like I said, my neck was already giving me problems, so I wasn't going to run the risk of making it worse. Yeah, my son said that was his fireworks. He puts the money in those putts, shot putts, or whatever you call them, and practices shooting them on New Year's. I can't believe I didn't turn the notifications off. Wish people would quit calling me. They're not doing anything but calling to sell me something or trying to talk me into give them something. If you hear about a polar that's coming down from Canada this month. No, but I've been hearing about a solar flare that took place this past week or the weekend. I don't remember when it was supposed to have happened. Oh, man. Little buddy's scratching at the door again. I guess he thinks if he comes in this time, he'll get canned cat food. Little buddy, the same thing is in your dish that was in here before. He decides he's going to eat some now. He's eating some of his dry cat food. You lot confuse me. Hey, Connie, I won the shot put at my high school. LOL. I kind of flunked it because shit is sports. Susan was telling us about the earthquake in Japan here on your channel. Yeah, I remember that. That's where I first heard it. And then after my live, I got online and I started searching for the um, earthquake and stuff in Japan that was happening. And it caused a tsunami. It flooded a lot of places there. I've just sat here and got relaxed talking to everybody, and I started yawning. Aloha, April. April just popped in. Yeah, I remember her saying that she thought it would trigger more earthquakes. Have you had a hard day, little buddy? He works hard outside prowling around and laying up in the swing cushion sleeping. That's hard work. About the polar vortex. You think it's gonna be bringing terrible freezing temperatures? Yeah, I probably need to go out there and pick the rest of my peppers and my green tomatoes and bring them in and see if they'll ripen up inside, because we're going to get down to 31, I think, sometime like around Tuesday. And I'll have to move my aloe vera back in. If it's anywhere around 40 degrees at night, I'll leave the aloe vera outside, but I don't like to leave it out if it's going to hit 30 degrees. I like to bring it in so it doesn't freeze. And there's Joanne Dula. Hello, welcome. How's Joanne doing tonight? Yeah, he works hard trying to stay away from Goldie. He likes the companionship of some other cats around, but he don't like to get too close. I think he likes the idea that they're there, but he doesn't want them close to him. Now where you going, little buddy? He comes in one door and he goes he goes to the back door over there to go back out. I don't think he's ready to go out. I don't think he's ready to go out. Are you? Huh? You're not ready to go out, are you? Huh? You just come in and you're eating. Yeah. He's a sweetheart. He is. He's standing here at my side letting me pet him. Come on. He's got so he don't try to get on my lap anymore because he know I don't have a lap big enough to hold him. He'd love to get up here. And if I sit down on the couch, he's in my lap because he can hang off on the couch. He knows he's not going to fall. Or sometimes he'll get up on the back of my chair and he'll kind of curl up around my butt and just lay there on the back of the chair where I'm sitting here. Polar vortex is supposed to affect the northern part of the country, last I heard. Yeah, from what I understand, there's snow coming down north of us, but it's not going to come down low enough to really, I don't think, to affect us. It might bring a little bit of colder temperatures, but I don't think it's none of the snow or the ice will hit us. I don't think. Not the last time I looked, anyway. Oh, buddy, where you going? Huh? Where you going? Where you going? Come up here. Come up here. Come up here. He says, no, I'm not jumping up, or your lap's not big enough for me to sit on. But he wants me to pet him. Yeah, he wants me to pet him. He wants all the attention. Come here. Come here. God, you're a big cat. Good gracious, you're a big cat. Look at there. Tell everybody hello. You gonna tell them hello? Huh? Say hello, everybody. He's telling y'all hello. Yeah, he's telling everybody hello. Y'all, you can get down now. Go ahead. I can't hold you up there. I know it's uncomfortable for you too. Yeah, it's uncomfortable for you. Meow. Yeah, he's a pretty cat. He's a handsome cat. He's a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. He is a sweetheart. His food dish is down here beside me on the floor, so he's been hanging around here. He'll get petted a little bit, and then he'll run over there and he'll get a bite to eat, and then he'll come back for another pet. Yeah, he does. Surprised he doesn't lay down on the rug and go to sleep. He did one night when I was on live. He just curled up right on the rug here in front of the sink and went to sleep. April says, I'm having carrot coconut soup. Oh, that sounds good. I've never heard of that. Carrot coconut soup. I don't know if I'd be able to eat it. Depends on how much coconut oil's in it. And Shelly's eating strawberry cobbler. Y'all making me hungry again. I ate a little bowl of my potato soup about an hour or so ago. Well, it was about a half hour before I did my live. I'm about ready for something else. Are you patiently waiting at the door? Huh? I know you don't want to go back out. You don't want to go back out. You've been out there all day. Yes, you have. You've been out there all day. And I found out I'm not the only one that's suffering with allergies, but everybody that lives in this area, they've been dying this summer because it's been so hot and dry. It stirred up all the stuff growing that we're all allergic to, and everybody have been suffering. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that actually are wearing masks like I do or should be doing most of the time. When they even go out shopping, they're wearing a mask. And most people think they're wearing them because of COVID, but no, they're wearing them because of their allergies. They don't want to breathe all the garbage out there because it makes them sick, same way it does me. So that made me feel a little bit better. It's not just me that's suffering right now. It's been this climate that we've had. I don't know. I'll try it sometime. I don't know when. I don't have eggplant. I tried making a little bit when I was growing some eggplant in the garden, but I didn't particularly care for it. But I can try it again. I just don't know when it'll be. I don't have eggplant, like I said, and eggplant's a little expensive out here. That's one reason I tried growing it myself. I don't know. I was wondering that the other day. I'm wondering if there's some kind of stuff I've added to my routine every night because I take a handful of vitamins every night before I go to bed with my Zyrtec, with my, my allergy stuff. So maybe I need to quit taking one at a time and see the reaction for a few days to see if my cough goes away or see if it helps it any. And then I would know, if that particular one is causing me to cough. Because some of the stuff I'm told that I was taking dehydrates your body. And I said, well, that might cause you to cough. I don't know. Well, I've eaten raw coconut before. I love it. But maybe I don't eat enough of it at one time to cause me a problem. But the doctor had given me some medication. It was a cream that you rubbed on your skin to take it. And after rubbing it on my skin for 3 days, I broke out in hives from my head to my toes. It took me about 3 weeks or more to get rid of those hives. And I had to take Benadryl every day. First time in my whole life I've ever broken out in hives. Little buddy's wanting back out. Are you going to go back out now? You're going to drive me crazy. He said, well, it's not raining and it's not freezing cold. So he likes to be outside. Gladys says, I'm hungry. Well, that's good, Maria. I only got a couple of yellow squash. Well, the mesquite, the cedar, and everything else is bad right now, too. And I'm allergic to all of it. So my allergies really do get bad during around Christmas, around this time of year. I mean, I suffer with my allergies 12 months out of the year, but there's times of the year that they get worse. And this is one time of the year that my allergies get worse than ever. And then, like in the spring of the year, when there's so much of the cedar and mesquite tree pollen that's everywhere, it puts out like a yellow dust. I'm bothered then too, a lot more. I eat local honey all the time, April. I started buying it several years ago just so I'd have local honey to eat for my allergies, which I thought it was going to help, but I don't know if it's helped or not. That's okay, Kathy. I'm always up to try new things for my allergies. You're talking about eggplant, Maria? Do you slice it and bake it in oil or fry it with onions and potatoes? I made it, but I'm waiting. Oh, there's Susan. Hello, Susan. Yeah, I cut mine up and put onions, a little bit of oil in it, and just kind of brown it all together. I love squash fried like that. Hello, Susan. Yeah, I'll have to try making some eggplant parmesan coming up sometime. I don't know when. I've already got my grocery supply, so. And I didn't grow eggplant this past year. I mean, I had plants, but it was just too hot and dry on them. They didn't produce any eggplants at all. Last year that they produced some little ones, but at least they produced some. This year they didn't do any. I got the blooms on them, but no eggplant. So y'all keep your fingers crossed that this summer is going to be better for the garden. Yes, it was mad on Facebook just being that. And then they just changed my Facebook profile to a different one. I'm not very technical. April's been eating. She said she's full now. She's ready for a nap. But it's what, probably just mid afternoon there? Maria says, me too, April. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a delay. Not a lot, but it is delayed a little bit. What time is it? It's 6:05 p.m. here right now in Texas. That's Central Time. 6:05 p.m. What time is it where you're at? 18. 4:05 p.m. in the northeast of the U.S. So you're 2 hours behind me. I'm 2 hours ahead of you. 7:05 in Connecticut. Yeah, 'cause you're an hour ahead of me, Gladys. I do all the time, Maria. I don't know how to get rid of it. The worse my allergies get, the more my ears ring. I just have this constant hum, buzz in my ears. It's aggravating sometimes. It sounds like static in both ears right now. And like I said, the worse my allergies are, the more the ringing in my ears. And I've always heard that if you've got a spinal injury of any kind, you have ringing in your ears. But I don't really know if it's caused from that or not. I know my son has it. He says, Mom, do you ever get this ringing in your ears? And he had a neck injury here a few years back. And I told him, I said, that's what I was told, that if you've ever had a spinal injury, like his neck injury, that you have the ringing in your ears after that. Yeah, that's kind of the way mine is, Kathy. It's hard to describe it, isn't it? Yours began when you had a sinus infection last year. It's been many years since I've had a sinus infection, but I've had this ringing going on for many years, so I don't know. Yeah, I wish I knew how I could get rid of it. It bugs me sometimes. Tetanus is constant ringing in there. Well, that's the way mine is. It doesn't ever stop. It's just constant, like a constant buzz or static. I don't, it's hard to explain. Both ears, both of mine do that. And it's just a steady tone. It does never stop. I guess it can ring for several different reasons, but that's what I was told years ago, that if you ever have a spinal injury, that your ears will buzz or ring like that afterward. And I know mine have done it for many years, probably ever since I was injured years ago. I don't remember if they did that before my injury or not. No, you're not alone, Kathy. I mean, Maria, or Kathy. There's a lot of people out there that have this ringing going on in their ears. Like I said, my son does, because after he had his neck injury, he started getting the ringing, the static, or whatever you call it. He said, Mom, sometimes I ignore it, but said, sometimes it almost drives me crazy. He said, do you ever get that? I said, yeah, son, all the time. It's constant. It never goes away. I just try to ignore it, because to my understanding, there's no way to get rid of it. I don't know. Yeah, that's me, Kathy. I've learned to live with mine because it's there all the time. It never goes away. Or not with me, it doesn't. It's amazing what things you can learn to live with, isn't it, Kathy? But you don't have any choice, so what are you going to do? Well, you are too, Maria. I know. Like when you lay down at night and everything's quiet and all you hear is this buzzing in your ears. It's like you want to put cotton in it to stop it, but the cotton wouldn't do any good because it's coming from inside, not outside your ear. Well, I already know that Gladys wants to see me cook eggplant parmesan. What are some of the things in videos that some of the rest of you would like to see coming up? Yeah, it seems like it, Kathy. Yeah, putting earplugs in your ears is not going to deaden the sound because it's coming from within. Yeah, I was just going to say that the only time I don't notice it that much is if I'm listening to music because the music vibrations and everything kind of drown out the buzzing or the static. And talking about ears has got my ears itching. I'm up there feeling my ears. Well, I'm glad we did help. If that's the case, Maria, we're always glad to help. That's a lot of what my lives are about is for you to ask questions, get answers, feel people out, see what they know compared to what you know. That's why we call it a chat session. We'll have to come up with a really good recipe for it, Connie, and try some eggplant parmesan. Me too, Maria. Linda is a depression healer. I'm so glad I found her just randomly on Facebook. I love you, people. No, crap. Well, I'm so happy, 18, that you found us and you're happy being in our chats. We like having you. Well, thank you, Maria. I'm glad you love my channel. I'm hoping a lot of people love my channel. Look at that. That flame, that blue flame's getting higher and higher. It's not really, you just see it more. The darker the room gets, the more you see the mist coming up from the machine with the light. It's just huff puffing away back there. Well, thank you, Maria. Yeah, I'm just a normal person, just like you and everybody else. A lot of people get on YouTube and they try to be something fancy and they appear to be rich. And I don't know. Sometimes I think a bunch of them are trying to be something they're not. Oh, really? That was a neat, Gladys. You used to make it and people just begged you to get to make eggplant parmesan. Real people's channel are better places to hang out and feel comfortable. Yeah, that's what mine is. I mean, what you see is what you get. I'm just an ordinary person. I have faults and hangups just like everybody else. I'm not perfect. Far from it. He has to go to the hospital and get checked out for something. He is the cat's crew in Alabama. Okay, well, we'll pray for Mr. Tom then. Well, we'll pray that he gets a good checkup tomorrow and everything turns out great for him. He's the man with the cat's crew in Alabama. Has your cat ever licked your feet? No. It would tickle my feet so bad I couldn't be still, but no, he never does that. I guess because if he's ever near my feet when I don't have shoes or socks or slippers on, I'm in the bed and my feet are covered up. So he doesn't get a chance to do that. I know. My other cat used to lick my hands and everything, and it was just like sandpaper being rubbed across you. They do have rough tongues, that's for sure. Yeah, everybody that's in chat and anybody watching that's not in chat, keep um, Maria in prayer in our prayers tomorrow, or Mr. Tom in prayer for a good turnout. The cat I used to have years ago liked to curl up around my feet. He was either at my feet or he was trying to get right at my neck, right up on my pillow in the bed. Oh, me. See how relaxed I get with y'all? I get on the live and I get still and I get relaxed talking to everybody. I start getting sleepy. Y'all almost put me to sleep. Yeah, I love cats too. I don't know why, but I've always been a cat person. If you give me my choice of either a cat or a dog, I'm going to pick a cat every time. Now I love dogs too. I've had dogs before, but I like cats as well. I don't need your wooden Indian, Gladys. You keep him. You might get lonesome without him. Always a cat person too, Linda. I've always had dogs before, but love cats the best. Now I've had a little bitty dog that was half poodle and was half toy poodle and half chihuahua. That was the prettiest little dog. And he was only like that high and full grown, and it was a beautiful little dog. Oh, got the message that my battery was going low. I don't know what's going on here. It's not getting a good connection or something. Oh, let me see. Plug it into the other side. Maybe that'll work. My computer was just about ready to turn off. It kept giving me the message that my battery was low. It's okay now, though. It's charging. Hi, Paws in the garden. How are you doing this evening? Your little chihuahua has the most gentlest tongue. But I'm allergic to cats, huh? I'm surprised that you're allergic to cats, but you're not allergic to the dogs as well. Because my vet told, I mean, not my vet, but my allergy doctor told me that I was allergic to animals, but it's not really the animal that I'm allergic to. It's the dander that builds up on their skin, especially the outside farm animals. I get around them and my allergies go crazy because, they don't ever get bathed and stuff, and all that stuff builds up on their skin. The cat that I used to have got a bath once a month, and I started bathing him when he was only 5 weeks old. So I was never allergic to him. I don't know about little Buddy because, I'm not giving him a bath. He's a grown cat. I don't know if he's ever had a bath or not, but he seems awfully clean. What's Paws in the garden been up to? You saw my purple smoke, huh? Right. Cats groom themselves all the time. It's actually not smoke paws in the garden. It's a humidifier. And that's like mist coming out the top. And it's got a light that shines up. So it shows off the mist. It makes it look like a blue flame, doesn't it? Yeah, maybe she needs to send me her recipe for uh, egg plant parmesan. Working and taking care of my house plants. I don't really have house plants. I bring my aloe vera in if it's going to get down below freezing, but I put it out if it's only going to get down to 40. So other than that, I don't really have a house plant because my plants don't get enough sunlight in my house to survive through the winter. Well, it shines like a gold color. Let's see if I can find the button on the back. There's the light blue. That's purple turned to red, green. See, it changes colors. It goes from blue to purple to red. Yeah, my anonymous giver sent me that along with the battery operated candle. It went back green and purple again. It'll be back red in a minute. It's a light blue. It goes red. I don't think it shows up red on the screen, does it? Yeah, there it is. That's red. It only stays red for a second and it turns back green. Yeah, I think that's awesome. I sent them a picture of it, the way it changes colors, and they thought it was neat. They didn't know it did that, I guess. Yeah, the red looks cool, but it doesn't stay red but a second before it's turned colors again. It turns red. It really looks like a red flame, doesn't it? Yeah, it shows red too. Red, green, purple, light blue, dark blue. That's the reason I put it back there so y'all could see it, how it changes colors. And it doesn't look like a humidifier. It looks like a little fire flame going. I think it might be helping settle my coughing down a little bit. I mean, I've coughed some throughout the live, but not as bad seems like as I have coughed. Paws in the garden says, I may have to get one of those. It's electric, but it plugs in like a phone. It's got a USB cord. So you have to have the adapter, that you get with the phones to be able to plug it into a wall outlet. and I've got one on the end of the plug-in. So the USB is plugged into that, and then it's plugged into the wall. I guess you could plug it right into your computer, if you had it close enough. But I've got speakers and everything else connected to my computer, so my ports are being used. And it wouldn't reach all the way back here behind me anyway, so yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. You just never would have thought that's a humidifier. I guess that's why when I lived in North Carolina growing up, my allergies were not any worse than what they were, is because it's a really extremely high humidity back there. So the humidity alone keeps the dust down. So I wasn't breathing it like I do out here constantly. The only thing is, I can't live in a bubble and take the humidifier with me when I go outside, but I can use it when I'm in here. I can use it at night too. Do like that movie of The Boy in the Bubble. Put me a humidifier inside the bubble and go around the yard in my bubble. Susan said just talking about all this is making her cough. I'm sorry, didn't mean to. I don't know, but it's not hot. It does not get hot. And you don't really put that much water in it. It's probably got about an inch of water in it. I love it. It goes green, it goes red, purple, light blue, dark blue, yellow, gold, lavender. It's pretty. I just like to sit and watch it. That fit right. It would fit right in Halloween, wouldn't it? It looks almost like the mist coming off of dry ice. Put it on the table with your Halloween stuff, and people would think it was dry ice. They'd never realize it was a humidifier. Yeah, I only plugged it in a little while before I went live, so it had not had time to really put moisture in the air to really help yet. Yeah, it's comforting to watch, just like watching a flame in a fire. I've never seen one like this before either. Shelly says, love it, gotta get me one. You did the dry ice thing. My daughter had dry ice on her coffee table for one of the Halloween parties she had, and it looked like putting smoke across the room. It was pretty awesome. Maybe that's in space. Strobe light, yeah. Yeah, with the bonus of helping allergies. You get the mist and you get a light show. Disco. Yeah, kind of like a disco. All different color lights. Yeah, I mean, they always say that humidity in the air helps with allergies because it settles the air down, all the dust particles or pollen that's in the air. It kind of makes it heavy and it drops, so it settles it down. So you're not breathing so much of it. I mean, my allergies are so bad this summer, I have to wear a mask literally to clean the house. If I start vacuuming or dusting the house without a mask on, oh my God, it makes me sick. I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, I'm gagging, I can't breathe. I've never been like that before. This summer has been the worst. I'm not a red girl, but I love it when it's on red. It's got a lot of pretty colors. All of them don't show up as good up on the video, but it does have a lot of pretty colors. It just went red. Just keep watching it. It only stays red for a couple of seconds. So if you're not watching it constantly, you'll miss it, April. If you even blink, you'll miss it. It just went red. I hope you see it. Yeah, don't give you a chance to be busy if you want to see the red. You got to be looking at it the whole time or it'll disappear. Yeah, take a break, April, and watch the thing change colors. Yep, red is quick. There it goes again. It went. By the time you realize it's red, it's gone. April's having coffee. It's getting too late in the evening for me to be drinking coffee. He'll probably keep me up tonight. Although used to, I could drink a cup of coffee at 9 o'clock and go to bed and still go to sleep. I can't do that anymore. Yep, red is short, but it does turn red. Oh, me. I don't know where that came from. I don't remember where it was ordered from, but it actually came from China. Just says it's made in China, but I don't remember if it was from Amazon, if it was in an Amazon package or not, but don't have a name of what you call it, but that I see anywhere. It looks like water dripping out of the bottom of these three things right in the front. It drips down, but it goes right back in the container. It doesn't drip down to the table because I thought it was dripping out, but when I touched it down here, it was just as dry as it could be. I don't think it. Well, yeah, it is just a little bit. So I have to keep that in mind if I put it in my bedroom to use it tonight. Make sure it's full of water and put something under the bottom of it to catch that little bit of water that comes out. I don't know why it would do that. Hmm. Maybe it's not level. I don't know. It's really puffing now, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think it's level. But you have to make sure it's level when you put it up, turn it on. Because it slows down a little bit when I lay it down because it's not quite level. I'm off to bed, peoples. I love you such a beautiful, lovely lot. And most of all, thank you, Linda, for being you. I'll catch you with your next live. Okay, we'll be live tomorrow night. So I hope to see you there, 7 p.m. She'd have to get her boys to grow her food for her, April. Gladys would, because she was not able to do it by herself. Betty, bye from me too, Maria. Okay. Yeah, well, we've been on here for, oh, 2.5 hours. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? I need to let everybody off of here and let y'all get a good night's sleep and let April take care of business. So y'all please like, share, subscribe to my videos, and if you can, catch me tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, and we can continue our chat. Love y'all. Bye now.